Good morning, Wall Street Pete. Sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Every day talking about this crypto news, technical analysis, keeping you up to date, and the power of the meme coin. So if you're excited about that, hang in tight. We're getting a video for you coming in just about a moment. So hang tight, and here we go. Wall Street Pete. Good morning. It's official April 30th. How are we doing? Sunday. Let's get it. How are you all doing this weekend? I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Want to get into this right away. Don't want to waste no time. As you notice, no music, no nothing. Hit the like and subscribe. Become a subscriber today of the polls. 1.5K subscribers. Come over here. Hit the bell. Hit the all notification. Become a subscriber. We go over this stuff almost every single day. So let's go. Bitcoin halving. Did you know that we are less than 1 year away from the Bitcoin halving? If you don't have your bags ready, if you're not getting your bags ready, you're doing something wrong, right? Every day, not financial advice. Just a gentleman twice as nice. Crypto standard system now. MasterCard partners with Solana and Polygon. And now, even more better news. Let's get into it. MasterCard is partnering with several blockchain platforms in a bid to develop a new set of crypto standards aimed to boost the industry's overall trust score. So pretty exciting to hear. Adding to that list is Aptos. So Aptos, pretty excited to talk about it. Ava Labs as well. And to develop the crypto credentials. We're keeping you up to date every single morning talking about it. So we went over that. Be excited. MasterCard making big moves. As you know, if MasterCard is doing that, well, other things are happening as well. There is a lot more than just, and I like the macro because when the FUD hits really hard, a lot of people seem to make a big deal out of it. So as you can tell, PayPal upgrades crypto services to 60 million Venmo users, allowing transfers to external wallets and exchanges. We went over this yesterday. Good morning, Mr. Sumner, and good morning, Gary, to you, April 30th, Sunday. You hit the like and subscribe. We're going over some quick news so we can get right into what we want to talk about. Lightning Labs aims to help bring Bitcoin to billions with latest upgrade. We already know Lightning Network is very important to Bitcoin and how we may get a faster transaction, more scalable, and how we need it to really kick some ass, Seabass. So good morning to you. Hope you're enjoying some of the quick news. We're going over it very quickly. I want to talk a little bit about Cosmo's Atom. Price displays intense momentum. What's driving the rally? What prices will I be selling out at? And what $15 price level will I be paying close attention to once we break? Key hint there, $15. So we'll talk about that at the end if you're excited. And Pepe, right? It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. So this is why we're going to talk about it. The power of the meme coins. And for whatever reason, it is taking over Red Rover. So here we are every morning. If we could just take a second out to hit the like and subscribe before we go over some TA, talk about this. And we are working harder than an ugly stripper for you. So imagine how hard we are working. So Pepe, hoping we'd finally hit resistance somewhere where I could see a little bit of a correction and get in where I want to be at this price. No, I don't buy green candles, so unfortunately we're going to be sitting here watching this for a hot minute. I'm expecting a little bit of resistance. The reason why I'm coming up with this is some of the big growth that we have only based off the history here from the gate.io. So we have April 19th, and we were up 63%. This thing is now up over 200% since we started talking about it yesterday. So if you did take that on and you did get your 200%, congratulations to you. We were talking about getting probably in the beginning, what was it, 3 days ago? Where's the date here? April 26th, that it was 3 days ago. So if you pay attention, it's over 200% right now. The power of the meme coin, it's a little ridiculous. I don't expect it to keep doing this, but ladies and gentlemen, as long as the volume proceeds, nothing will stop this. Now, if you remember with Dogecoin, and that's kind of what I want to bring up, looking at the total crypto market cap this morning, 1.21 now. Crypto market cap, Pepe is taking a big step. Obviously, we talked about that. Other news here, we have Polygon making big news partnering with Google Cloud. We already knew about that. I hope you hit the like, heart, and subscribe, whatever you may do to keep us going. But let's watch Dogecoin. I'm going around everywhere this morning. I want to show you what's going on. Pepe will fade just like all new coins that are launched. Well, this one has a potential, Mr. Sellner, to keep running and doing what Mr. Dogecoin and Miss Shiba Inu did, if you want to put it in that kind of way. So I do agree with what you're saying, but up until a point. So right now it's very early, and my point is if you could see Dogecoin right here, 0.004. Guys, how long ago was that? That was only 2 years ago. Okay, so pay attention to what happened and how quickly this got through. If you were to get in for the month of January of 2021 of that year, that month, okay, just a month, you were up 1,700%. If this thing keeps moving, there are 6 zeros that have to be erased, and we're not going to erase all 6, but my point is, if you got in on January and you just put $100, and I want to explain this to you, $100 at 0.004 price, remember there's a couple zeros there. If you somehow got out at the 70 cents range, you are now 16,000% on your money. This is the Dogecoin, right? We're not getting into Doge. We're getting into something different that is starting. And what I'm trying to explain to you here is if you put only $100, your $100 is now 16 grand. So you really do have to put all of this into consideration, because what asset do you know? You could put $100 in. We know we put more than that in. But what asset could you put $100 in, hold it for a while, see what the meme coin's going to do, and potentially watch it go? $16,000 off $100. So you want to put $1,000 in. Well, you already know the math. You're jumping up and down with 160 grand. So the math goes pretty crazy here. I would never put that much money into a meme coin, of course. But I would put a substantial amount in something that I believe in that could happen here when the community is rising. Now, wallets are growing each day on this. So I'm not saying it's not financial advice to get in on it. No, absolutely not. Actually, right now I'm waiting to hit resistance at the current exact growth that we received from this time frame of April 19th. So if you look at April 19th, we got this nice big growth. We got this big stick. If we replicated it from the last resistance before the next big jump, and we did the same move, I'm looking for about 0.0. There's 6 of them zeros. Then you get the 7. So we're looking at the 7,000 level. That's how I'm going to call it. As you can see here, it's very many fractions away from a cent. But if this thing started wiping a few zeros out and the wallets keep being created and the community keeps growing, it does not matter what your opinion is on it's going to die soon. This will keep moving to the upside until the community shits the bed here. Until more millionaires are made. And perhaps this is going to be the new system of how some people become millionaires. I don't know how else to put it. So it's pretty wild right now. Looking to get some resistance. If this is the resistance level, now you're looking at an hourly. So I want to get it to something a little more strong here. A little stronger here, 4 hourly. If you were to get into this, now I would erase all this. This is all junk except for the fact that that is old resistance there. So I'll keep that one. But pay close attention to Pepe here, because what I see going on is that's the level here we were talking about. Oh, I just erased it. There it is. So what I'm talking about is keep the top for Pepe. And if you watch what Dogecoin did, it's pretty remarkable, because the community was so strong, it didn't matter what people thought. It didn't matter how many people took profit, how much profit was taken. But look at the resistance level here, right? The resistance level here is pretty strong, and if I keep touching it, I'm going to yell. So we're at about the 3,500 level. You're already doubled your money at this point. You understand? 100% on your money. The math tells me so. It should be about 100%. And yes, we are dead on the money. So 100% on your money if you bought at the resistance level, building into support. Didn't last long, right? The community is going crazy. Don't have many indicators up, but I do see here that I'm expecting resistance sooner than later at the only overbought zone I have. As far as time can tell here. If I go to the hourly, this gives me a little more on my oscillator. We are at now the biggest peak from history that I know on an overbought zone. Does not mean that it's particularly going to go down, because if you can see right here, it's been heading down on the short-term time frame, and we're getting ready to get another leg up. So expecting a little bit of resistance, and perhaps we could break through that 7. So looking at this right here, it's pretty crazy, because this thing is continuing to pump. So, like I said, the community is strong, and nothing will stop it. Not even Bitcoin, if it starts going down a little bit at this point. The volume is so strong, and that could be one of the things that we pay attention to. So look it up. And Pepe right now, pay attention to what is happening. And you could do this on, I would recommend doing this on CoinGecko. That's the best way to do it. Look up Grave, RGRV. And what I'm saying right now is if you pay attention to how many users, how many wallets, I check in on CoinGecko. It's the best place to go. But here are the markets. We only had Uniswap. We now have MEX. We now have Gate.io. So you have a couple options. What's going to happen is, as long as this keeps moving, we're going to get other platforms, other big Coinbase, maybe Binance. One of these places are going to open up and perhaps let Pepe in, even though it's a meme coin. Remember when Dogecoin came through to Coinbase and how everyone got excited? So that's something I'm expecting. I want to get into Atom. I don't want this to be too long a video, maybe 20 minutes long if possible, but I'm looking at Atom and I'm seeing a good buy level here. Looking at this, if you pay close attention, there's a neckline that we have to break. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell off here at 23.5. It's probably $23 beat the whales, 50 cents per share, whatever you want to take it as. But I do have this pattern falling wedge coming in currently at this time, and I'm very bullish on it. As you can see here, even on my oscillator, we're coming down. The trend is your friend. It's not over, but there will be a buy zone somewhere here again, around 1036 if I'm lucky. If not, it's going to be in this zone, 1135, one of them two levels. I'm expecting for a breakout to come through out of this pattern, and then perhaps I'll be able to get in here. Resistance, can we break through? It's been a few times now that 1560, this $15 area for Cosmos, it's having a hard time breakthrough. So if you're paying attention, eventually testing, as you can see, we've been testing, we've been growing up, creating new higher lows through this entire span time frame here all the way. This is a daily chart for Cosmos. But if you pay close attention to what has happened, we are rising in price. We're getting a neckline that needs to break right above the 1560. Once it does, pretty confident that you can be able to dollar cost average around the 20 area. That is my strategy only, not financial advice. So pay attention to Cosmos, what it's doing, and how I'm pretty excited for that. That's what I think could be happening. Could be getting the cup and handle all the way through. You don't see it until it actually happens, and it's too late. I get that. High volatile waves in that direction. Of course, nothing is going to go straight up unless it's Pepe. So if you pay attention to what is happening, yes, it's a meme coin. The power of the meme looking pretty strong. Like I said, Dogecoin did the same kind of thing, and if you see, it just kept growing. Finally got its correction, so nothing goes straight up. So I will be waiting for Pepe. Just to finish off real quick, as I was cleaning this chart up to do a little Fibonacci, if you were wondering. And what I'm looking for is where my buyback is. So let's get rid of this real quick before we go. Do Bitcoin real fast and explain to you here what is hourly. I don't like the hourly. You can't really do Fibonacci on the hourly, 4 hourly. There we go. I'm looking good here. All right, let's get this out real quick. So what am I doing? I'm going strong here. Sideways boring action. Looking pretty good here. Could we get a top out here? This is only if this tops out at the 73 here that we have. I'm hoping we get resistance. Doesn't mean we're going to. Like I said, the more the volume comes in, you can't stop anything from going up as long as the volume's going through. But I'm expecting resistance soon. So if this is where it's going at, and all these numbers are going to hurt us, for the 50%, we're talking about 47. I mean, I wish I got in yesterday now, right? It's looking like we wish we did, but we didn't. And reason why is I just don't buy into green candles. Usually buy the ones going down, right? And if you're not getting into it before it's not anything, then you're too late. And unfortunately, I'm mad enough to say, hey, it's too late to get into this. But what I'm looking for is a Fibonacci pullback. Now, if we can get back to the 32 range, 34 range, I will be ecstatic. On this chart, it's telling me 32 is the number. I don't know if that's right. No, it's not. Right here from this chart, there we go. 32, my voice cracked, wow, 32.4, just about. If that presents itself, now we're going to have a lot of things to go through here. I'm just going to stay in the golden pocket and purchase this, to be honest with you. This is what my strategy is going to be. I'm looking for the golden pocket. What is the golden pocket? I'm staying in between the 38.2 pullback or the 50%. So I am going to be strongly dollar cost averaging back at the 5.3. So this is expected. If it doesn't happen, what am I going to do? There's nothing. I didn't lose money. I didn't make money. I'm just prepping for a nice move coming in. So now this is what I'm looking to buy into. It's a 38.2 pullback. Is that what we're looking at? Yes. So that's a typical pullback when it starts coming back down to correct. Pepe, I'm going to do that, or I'm going to go into the 50%, which is then now your 47. So the pullbacks here are where I'm heading into, probably dollar cost average, and then dollar cost average out if we continue to go up and get another leg up. If you're looking at the 4 hourly, we have no legs to the down here. This is a huge momentum to the upside that may not be stopped for a while. Looking at the oscillator, it's pretty high. I can't even use my, let's see, I got the volume up. I can use my the Lazy Bear Impulse Mac on steroids, but I don't have it set up. If I put the, I got it. So I'm looking for the Bollinger Bands, exponential moving average, and that is right here. And there's nothing that's going to tell me from that. If you see here, right, every time you get tight Bollinger Bands, you get another bounce to the upside. And on here, we're getting tight Bollinger Bands. What happened? We got a huge breakout. So what I'm waiting for this is to calm down. And what's going to happen, hopefully, is this is going to get the Bollinger Bands to come back, come into play, relax, and we're going to get it to test back down after we get a few more ticks up. So Pepe is not probably done. It's probably going to get a couple liquidity grabs up and then hit resistance. But this is a crazy, this asset's been wild, right? We can talk about that ride. Let's get into Bitcoin now. I told you about what I was going to do with Cosmos. Pretty excited, looking for that $23 gain. I'm waiting for that to happen once it breaks to 15.5 price. So Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin is giving us a hard time. I've been talking about 25,000 price for over a week now. People probably think I'm insane. But if you look here on my favorite oscillator, well, this oscillator has been showing me that we've been going down. I mean, it's pretty clear right here in the middle. We're going down. And it has not hit the bottom yet to where it was time to buy when you get this nice loop, this nice grab where it's oversold, because then I'll be able to grab a little more, be able to buy, and then absolutely have a nice priced action to the upside. Now, in this ascending channel here that we've had all the way from January of 2023, the entire year, I really don't feel like I need to hold that up there no more. We know what this is. We're looking to get a good bounce back, and if we do, it's 25,000. So it's going to take some time. What I believe can happen is that's the move. But it won't happen until we break that 27.2 and probably finish a daily below it. So I'm waiting for that. Double bottom M rejection, that could be the bottom. 27.2 could be the bottom. This could not even result, and we could just get the whales to come in. Depends on what's happening, right? Depends on a lot of different things. Pepe, we're talking about, what coin ranked is that? 26.15. So keep that in mind. I wanted to talk about that. 26.15 for Pepe. 2,600 coin. Wow. But here we are looking at this asset, looking to see if we can get the double top. It is receiving a double top M pattern like I talk about all the time for Bitcoin going into Sunday. So it wouldn't surprise me if we are going to result in a 27.2 price this evening. So don't be surprised if we start coming through to here. We will be testing 30,000. If we break above 30,600 and finish above there, you already know the bulls are back in town. We'll be receiving movement to the upside. 32.4 will be a big price action to find out. Will it be 38? I don't know. We'll have to find out if the volume's coming in. But right now, I'm keeping my eyes peeled for a little bit of a downtrend correction here to 25. That's really what I'm looking to do. So I'm sorry we're not going to take any asset today, but perhaps tonight. So tonight, I'm thinking about coming live tonight. How do you guys feel about that? Would you like another video? I would like to do another video. It's April 30th. It is Sunday. A lot of the closing candles do happen. All the weekly closing candles, right? On the weekly. If you go to the weekly chart, we have 9 hours and 50 minutes exactly. So I would like to come live in 9 hours and 50 minutes. We could go over GRV and talk about it and see what price action is going on with it and other things. Of course, Bitcoin here getting a perfect cup and handle. So I believe looking at the chart, even on the weekly here, guys, even on the weekly, we could retest all the way to 30,600 a lot. Look at this real quick before we go. This is pretty exciting. If you look here, the weekly, we're getting pretty high on the RSI level. Even on my oscillator, we're still not ready to come down, but we could. It's looking still bearish. Everything's looking kind of bearish, even the weekly. If you get rid of, this is the ascending channel we're in on the lower times. If you get to the weekly, though, you do see a big cup and handle on the weekly, right? Do you agree with that? Each candle represents a week. Look at the million lines. I apologize for the millions of lines here, but I want you to see what I'm trying to show you here. Big gaps, obviously, there. And this is, and that's what I wanted to talk about on Atom. Right there. That's a nice cup and handle coming in. And that could take us all the way to the 25,000. Wouldn't that be amazing? So pay attention to that. Pay attention to Atom. I wanted people to notice Cosmos. We're going to put that in the title along with the Pepe because they're the only two assets we talked about, and then we're going to go. But when we come back live tonight, hopefully in about 9 hours, I would like to come live, and you let me know how you feel about that. Put your crypto asset in the comment and let me know in the section. Let me know. Would you like to go over that? Would you like to go over your particular asset and talk about it this evening? Let me know. And right here, even on the 1 hourly, you can see it. Look at this big, huge wick to the downside. So I was looking at it like this. I had it circled, and there was a huge gap that we had to fill. And I think it was even on the daily. Let's see as we're getting here. There it is. I have it circled. So right there, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at this Cosmos chart, I was talking about the 15 neckline needs to break. Daily needs to come above 15.5. Well, if you look at this right here, there is a humongous gap that needs to fill. And it's the old support coming through before we got this drastic, bearish, nasty fall and found this long, boring sideways action. So Cosmos right now is a sleeping giant. that is pretty much what we're here talking about at the end of the video. Just reiterating everything that happened. It's a 20-minute video. I hope you enjoyed it. Cosmos right now, 23.5, about $23 is where I'm looking to obtain some profits. So once the neckline of 15, you can see here this huge gap that we have. It's pretty nasty. It was a nasty spill, and that will recuperate in a matter of time. So if you see here, next bull market, next bull run, which is I'm confident we're in, hit the like and subscribe. Don't have to tell you guys, you already know. That's the big gap. So yes, hopefully tonight in 9 hours, I do expect to do a video. Matter of fact, I'm almost guaranteeing you a video. I don't want to always promise and then not be able to keep up with the promise. But yeah, we're expecting to come live tonight. So Wall Street, Pete, sick though, and crypto. I would like now, this is your time. You want to, at the end of the video or during it when you were live, let me know what asset you want to go over tonight. So this way I can get maybe a good 9 hours ahead and see what you're thinking, what you want to talk about, and we can go over it tonight. So none of this is financial advice. We got Gary in the house talking about Velo. We got Aaron. I say what's his name because I talk to him so much. No disrespect, Aaron, right? You know how I took that's a compliment because we talk so much. I can say what's his name. It's like, you know. So we're doing GRV, and we're gonna do a little Velo. And Hugh, nice to have you as well in the house here in the live. Definitely take a peek at it for you. This is what we do every day. We had a long 20-minute video. Wanted to keep you up to date with what is happening. Let me know if there's also some news that maybe perhaps we missed that's very important. This is why you're part of the Wolves today. We got some new people coming in, some old people leaving and then coming back. Let me know what you think. You're part of the community. You know, you have a right to say what you want to talk about, and perhaps there is some news. We don't have all the best news, but we do keep up on most of it. So, just a gentleman who used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange, actually worked on Wall Street. So if you were wondering, who the hell am I? It's not Mr. Boombastic. It's actually Wall Street Pete. Used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange, right here where everyone's screaming and yelling in the open outcry pit before things went digital, man. What a world it was. So hope to see you tonight. 8 o'clock Eastern time. That is usually when we do our weekly closing candle, dailies closing candles as well. And we get a different price action. And usually Sundays have been bearish, but it's been a while, right? We've been doing going up, up, up. It's insane. So I hope everybody sees what's going on. I hope everyone is getting safely into assets and safely out. We talk about the dollar cost averaging in and out. If you don't know what the hell you're doing, learn what dollar cost averaging in and out is, and you one day will become a pro. Take care, guys. Love y'all. Peace in and peace out.